Real quick, thank you to Panasonic for partnering with me on this video. I'll talk more about the Panasonic palm razor later on. Every trip is different, but I find that when I'm packing, there are certain items that I pretty much always bring. No matter if I'm going on vacation with the family or a solo work trip, these are the essentials. Let's get into it in no particular order, starting with the Toiletries. By the way, this is the bento bag from Nomad Lane, and I'll link to everything you see here down below in the description. So of course, you gotta bring your dop kit when you travel. This one is built into the bento bag. It's small and transparent, so airport friendly, but it's big enough for the essentials. Nothing fancy here. I usually stock up on these little travel-sized toiletries every few months. I like them because they fit so well in your dop kit, and since they're small, you can bring them on a carry-on or a personal bag versus having to check luggage. I'm actually missing my deodorant, gotta restock. This cologne, by the way, is Creed Aventus. It's a ridiculously luxurious travel atomizer with its textured wrap and magnetic cap. I have my SPF moisturizer for mornings and my adapalene gel for night, and I usually just take a simple manual toothbrush when I'm on the road. Speaking of compact grooming, I'm excited to show you the Panasonic palm razor, which is the perfect little electric razor for travel. I always bring an electric razor with me when I travel, and this one is the best that I've tried. Most travel razors sacrifice performance for portability, but that is not the case here. The Panasonic palm razor is engineered with precision Japanese blade technology. It's the same tech used in crafting swords. So the blades are incredibly sharp, but surprisingly gentle. The palm razor is one of Panasonic's best-selling items in Japan. It won the 2025 Men's Health Grooming and Tech Awards, along with the IF Design Award in 2025. It's perfect for travel with its portable size and its USB-C charging. It fits in any type of bag or dop kit, even like a briefcase. You can charge it anywhere from a wall outlet in your hotel to your laptop's USB port. It's also showerproof and easy to clean. You can use it on dry skin, wet skin, with or without foam. I prefer shaving on wet skin right after I shower, and this little palm razor leaves my skin feeling smooth, soft, and free of irritation. Also, it just looks nice. Like packed in a suitcase, the premium form factor kind of elevates your travel essentials. At home, I don't even put it in the cabinet. I just keep it right on the counter. The white version is made from this eco-friendly nagori, which is reminiscent of balanced stone in a Japanese Zen garden. It has this soft, icy, marble-like appearance that feels so nice in your hand. So whether you're looking for an upgraded travel razor or just something for regular use at home, this Panasonic palm razor is an excellent choice. Click the link below in the description to check it out. You will not be disappointed. Okay, moving on to tech. 14-inch MacBook Pro. This year, it's my security laptop. I feel naked and afraid without it. Even if I'm not going to use it, like if I'm taking a vacation, which is kind of rare, I still just feel better when I have it, just in case something comes up. And a lot of tasks like work, email, I just would rather do it on my laptop than on my phone. Or if I'm at a hotel and I want to watch something other than Shark Tank. This is the first generation of Apple Silicon, so M1, and it's still plenty fast. I really don't see a reason to upgrade anytime soon. I regularly run multiple professional grade software like Final Cut and Logic at the same time, and I almost never hear the fan kick on. I do wish I got the 4TB internal storage instead of 2, but with external hard drives and cloud storage, it's not a big deal. I love the smaller 14-inch size. It fits in pretty much any bag. It's much more usable at a coffee shop or on your lap or on those tiny little airplane tray tables. This was an expensive purchase, but I have no regrets. AirPods Pro 2. Now I know version 3 came out recently and it has that real-time language translation, which is really cool, but I'm still rocking version 2 for a while. The battery life is solid. I love the adaptive mode and the haptic controls. Much like my laptop, I rarely leave home without these. I have them in this Arc Pulse aluminum case. I'm not sure how necessary a case is, especially since even with a case, if you drop these, the actual earbuds just fly out everywhere. I'm gonna be honest with you, Arc sent me this case for free. Not sure I would buy it for myself. Then again, I've never been overly protective of my gear. The case does look really cool, I'll give them that. Speaking of free stuff, Technics sent me these wireless earbuds, and they're the only non-Apple earbuds that I've tried in a long time. I have to admit, they sound way better than the AirPods, and they're really comfortable. The app is intuitive, the noise cancellation is really nice. If I was on a long flight, I might bring these instead. But for every day, the AirPods are just easier to use with my other Apple devices. Quick time out to talk about my newsletter. Yes, another YouTuber promoting his newsletter. Here's the thing, I send it every week on Wednesdays. It's free, and everything that shows up in this newsletter is the stuff that doesn't make it onto this channel. So it's full of product recommendations, life advice, things I'm thinking about and learning as a 40-year-old guy just trying to look good and live well and stay in shape, be a good husband and dad. A lot of products that come across my desk never make it onto this YouTube channel, but they do make it to the newsletter. So go to brockmcgoff.com/subscribe or go to mail.brockmcgoff.com if you want to check out some of the latest issues. All right, back to the video. Instead of bringing my laptop's bulky MagSafe charging brick, I use a smaller multi-port brick that can charge all of my devices. This one is from Static. It has both USB-A and C, which can be used simultaneously. So I bring this along with the USB-C and lightning cable, and then I'm all set for my phone, earbuds, laptop, and Razr. Eye mask and earplugs. At home, I have my sleep hygiene dialed in. White noise machine, dedicated air conditioning in the bedroom, blackout curtains. But on the road, anything can happen. And I don't know about you, but I never sleep as well when I'm not in my own bed. That's why I always bring an eye mask and earplugs with me when I travel. No matter what the sleeping situation is, I know that at the very least I can block out the light and the noise and increase my chances of getting some decent shut-eye. These aren't fancy, you can just keep the eye mask that they give you at a hotel or on an airplane. Buy a multi-pack of earplugs from Amazon. I'll link to these exact ones that I like down below in the description. But these are definitely travel essentials, especially for chronically sleep-deprived dads like myself. Resistance band. This is a very light resistance band I use for shoulder PT. Years of jiu-jitsu have caused some permanent wear and tear, so at this point it's more like preventative maintenance than rehab. I use this every night before I get in bed, and I find that if I bring it when I travel, I can keep the routine going while I'm on the road. A packable tote bag. Kind of weird to pack a bag in a bag, but you can't actually use your suitcase when you're on vacation because you're living out of it. So I recommend bringing a packable tote. It doesn't take up any space, and whether you're heading from your hotel to the pool or the beach, you're bringing snacks on a hike, or you're shopping for souvenirs, this little bag will have you covered. This one is from Orbit Key. It's built like a tank and it folds up nicely. I'll link to it down below in the description. Clothing. This isn't a how to pack video. I have made a couple of those that you can go check out that are really more focused on clothing and outfits. Here I'm just talking about a few essential pieces, the kind that you might put in your personal bag in case your luggage gets lost. In order of importance, they are as follows. An extra pair of socks and underwear. I've only had my luggage delayed I think twice, and both times it was on the way back from a trip, but on the off chance that your luggage is delayed or lost, you're gonna want extra undergarments. You can wear your shirt, your pants for a few days if needed, but underwear, there's a 2-day max. Same with socks. A plain coat. A light outer layer that's easy to get on and off without pulling over your head, so you don't have to mess up your hair. You can take it off while you're buckled into those tight airplane seats. Something you can wear in a restaurant, so not really a proper jacket. The overshirt or chore coat was made for this. These are perfect for chilly cars or airplanes. They're easy to take off if you get too hot. I'll link to a couple of my favorite chore coats down below in the description. Comfy shorts. Like most guys, I sleep in my underwear, no shirt, but sometimes you can't or shouldn't do this. If you're sharing a hotel room with somebody you don't know that well or at a group vacation house. So I always bring a pair of comfy sleep shorts. No buttons or zippers, nothing to poke into your side when you're laying down. I like these shorts from Pair of Thieves because they're lightweight and thin, very comfortable for sleeping, but they have enough structure that you can also wear them downstairs to breakfast. Swim trunks. I always bring swim trunks no matter what kind of trip I'm going on. You never know, your hotel might have a hot tub or a pool, maybe there's a lake nearby that you didn't know about. It's better to have trunks and not need them than need them and not have them. Bonus points if you can pack them in a little dry bag. Some higher end trunks come with these. That way you don't have to worry about them getting the other stuff in your suitcase wet. Wristwatch. Hey, you got the time? Oh yeah, let me just check here. Sorry, text from my mom. A lot of bad news today. Seen this cat video? Not cool. Let's try that again. Hey, do you know what time it is? 10:06. Much better. Analog, baby. Get on the plane, buckle up, set your watch to the destination time zone. Order a water, no ice, and some tiny pretzels. Crack open the latest issue of Nat Geo magazine and read about the recovery of China's golden snub-nosed monkey. Or just stare out at the heavens and let your mind wander, codify some memories, form some new connections that you didn't even know were there. Because you, sir, are a class act. You're not glued to your phone letting TikTok auto-feed you garbage from Dallas-Fort Worth to LAX. You're not streaming news. You're a gentleman. You're wearing a watch. My go-to, mid-80s Datejust with a slate gray dial on an oyster bracelet. If I'm going to the beach, I'll take the Seiko instead. Either way, in my opinion, an analog watch is an absolute travel essential. A book. Speaking of classy choices, I always bring a book with me when I travel. Yeah, I like audiobooks, and I'm not above watching a movie on the plane, but there's something about an actual physical book, especially when you're laying on the beach or lounging by the pool. Even if I'm just going home to see family for the holidays, I still bring a book. I like to read before bed. It helps me relax way more than anything involving a screen. Most people feel like they should read more. They genuinely want to, but you're never going to read more if you don't actually have a book nearby. They're so cheap too. I like buying them used off eBay. Even better, rent them from the library. Either way, throw a book in your suitcase. Thank me later. EDC. So of course your regular everyday carry is a crucial part of your travel essentials, but I recently made a whole video about my EDC, so you can go check that out. Here we're just gonna run through it really quick. iPhone 13 mini. The GOAT smartphone, if you know, you know, enhanced with an O-Snap grip. Wallet, I've been test driving this Nomad Goods Horween card wallet. It's simple, high quality, it does what you need it to, and nothing more. Keys, if I'm not taking my car, I will detach my fob from the keyring for a smaller footprint. It's easy to do with this setup, which revolves around a titanium carabiner pocket clip combo from Key Unity, links below. Sunglasses, often the Ray-Ban Franks. These fit my face nicely, and I feel like they kind of elevate my mostly casual outfits. And a water bottle. This is the Contigo Cortland 24 ounce. It has a lockable seal so you can pack it in your suitcase without worrying about spillage. This is the Toyota Corolla of water bottles. The practical choice. It's the thinking man's alternative to a Stanley. Link in a pinned comment below. And that's it. Those are my travel essentials. What would you add to this list? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you again to Panasonic for partnering with me on this video and supporting the channel. You can go check out the Panasonic palm razor using the link below in the description. Thank you as always for watching, and until next time.